My friend just texted me that Space Jam 2 would be better without LeBron James.
I mean,
I
could believe that an NBA star is less entertaining than Bugs Bunny.
Acting is something LeBron James shouldn't do. He's right. Well, I don't know. Michael Jordan.
I mean, it's not like Michael Jordan was a good actor.
Yeah, Michael Jordan had some stinker lines. You want a piece of me? Come and get it.
Yeah, no, I would say most of his lines were stinkers.
How many times do you think
it's just funny. It's stupid fun. That movie it is.
How many times do you think he had to say that?
Oh.
Like
1 trillion.
Like, Michael, can you just say it like you mean it? But I don't mean it. I was like, Michael, you're acting, please. Let's do some drills. That's like, okay, I think I made you guys watch Looney Tunes.
I do love Let's Do Some Drills.
Did I make you guys watch Looney Tunes back in action?
I love Looney Tunes back in action.
I love that scene.
I'm a Looney Tunes back in action apologist.
I love that scene where the guy unzips his skin to reveal he's not who he says he is. And, like, one of the unzips, he was Michael Jordan. He's like, let's do some drills.
Yeah, that's what that's from.
That's so fun. No, that's
drills. That is what Michael Jordan would say.
That's not what that's from. That was just a deleted line from Space Jam that they had lying in the vault somewhere, and they're like, "Wouldn't it be really funny if he just Michael Jordan just showed up out of nowhere?" God, I love Warner Brothers. I need to watch the new Looney Tunes show. I keep watching clips, and I'm like,
I watched 1 or 2. And they were all right. They were pretty good.
Yeah, it's like
they were pretty good. They didn't quite. I mean, they're better than the ones that are like supposed to be kind of like a TV drama, I guess.
I mean,
I didn't like those.
I like that one. I'll defend the Looney Tunes show where they're like in the suburbs and everything. I think I gave it a very bad rap because it was the talky humor and not the slapstick humor. But
yeah, I think that's fine. But like, Looney Tunes is one of my favorite shows.
I think I don't want to say it's old now that I'm an adult and I have a higher IQ, but like some of the jokes, I think as a kid watching it went over my head in 2014. But as an adult now, I'm like, oh my god, that's really funny. Like, there's an episode where like Bugs and Daffy go on this best friend game show, and they have to guess what they know about each other. And the whole joke is that Daffy knows nothing about Bugs, but Bugs knows everything about Daffy. So they lose the game show, obviously. And then at one point, I forget what it was. I think they lost their car or something along those lines. They didn't have a transportation to get home, and like he said, "Oh no, don't worry, I got a cab." And Bugs is like, "How did you get a cab? You don't have any money." He said, "Oh, I memorized your credit card number." And he's like, "Oh, they should have asked me that on the game show. Your credit card is 555." And I just thought, I don't know. I thought that was really funny. They also,
I mean, it's not bad. I think it's just kind of not what people expected, and not what people. It's just not what people expected.
I think my favorite Looney Tunes episode, one of the greatest ones the Looney Tunes show, I should say, from that one is, oh my god, Cecil you remember Cecil the turtle in that episode, the classic episode where it's the turtle versus the hare, and Bugs has to race this turtle, and he's just as smart as Bugs, and if not more witty than Bugs could ever be. And he's like a foil to Bugs. Like Bugs can't. He's not like Daffy where he can easily outsmart him. He's like a challenge for him. So in that, the whole there's two episodes with turtles in, and they're both really good. The first one, he's a phone operator. And what happens is that Bugs is watching the big game or something, and then like his cable goes out and says you don't have the sports channel anymore. Remember when that was a thing? When you would lose channels and like there was that thing on the screen that said in a few days cable's no longer gonna have Cartoon Network, and I was freaking out at my dad like you gotta get Verizon. They knew what they were doing when they did that. Kind of forced everyone's parents to have to get Verizon, which is kind of shitty, but it's like, you know, who wants to...
Now no one has cable, so it all worked out in the end.
Yeah, but anyway, what I was gonna say was so he was like, shit, I just missed the cool score. He calls the cable company. He's like, hey, what happened to my I just paid my membership. What happened to my channels? And then they're like, oh, we're so... It's the turtle. He has this, like, really snarky voice. He said, I'm so sorry, Mr. Beauty? He's like, it's Bugs Bunny. Well, Mr. Beauty, I'm sorry to say that because you don't have the sports package, that channel's no longer included on your plan. He's like, okay, well then get me the sports package. Which sports package would you like, Mr. Beauty? The sports package C, where it has every sports channel except that one that you want, or sports package B, where it sometimes has the rerun of the game from last week, or do you want the silver package, where is that and 300 other international channels? And he's like, and Buzz is like, I don't want those other channels. I just want this one channel. Can I just pay a little fee for the individual channel? Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Beauty. That's not the way it works. and he's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to put you on hold. And he just like puts him on hold, and he's just like fucking laughing on his end, and Bugs is just sitting there for like over a minute waiting for this guy. And it was just such a fucking funny joke. And then there was this other scene where so the second episode, the turtle, Cecil, he forms the scam where, so Bugs is backing out of like a parking lot, and he's too busy arguing with Daffy to look in his rear view, and he feels a bump, and like he just hears someone go, ow! And he's like, oh fuck, did I just hit someone? Turns around, it's the fucking turtle, and he has a crack in his shell. And the turtle's like, oh my gosh, ow, oh, ow, ow, ow. He's like, oh my god, are you okay? He's like, oh no, there's a crack in my shell. Oh gosh. He's like, it's okay. There's no reason to get insurance involved. I'm sure we can work something out. And Bugs is like, anything. I feel so terrible. And then he's like, well, you know, what I'll do is I'll call my shell guy, see how much it is, you know, for the surgery, and, you know, you can just write me a check. He's like, all right, cool. So we don't need to get insurance. Well, yeah. And so, like, every, like, day, he calls Bugs with, like, some new bullshit. So I just called my shell guy, and he said that the earlier estimate of $500 is inaccurate. It's actually going to be around, like, $5,000 to fix. Yeah, there was some internal damage there and stuff, and, you know, now because I'm out of work, because, you know, I can't go to work with a broken shell, you know, this is all coming out of pocket for me, and Bugs is like, right, I'm so sorry, I'll pay it, I'll pay whatever the price is. Keeps calling him, and he's like, actually, I just got another call saying it's going to be $3,500. He's like, what? And I just thought that it was so funny. And so, spoilers, Bugs figures out that he's getting scammed, and they confront him in his apartment, and they're like, so you have alright, so he not only pulled the scam on Bugs, but you find out he pulled the same scam on Porky Pig, who fell for it. And then Bugs puts two and two together that's a scam, and so him and Porky go to the guy's apartment. They find that he has a fake broken shell, and he has like his real shell that he puts on like in his closet. And so the guy walks in, and he's just like, Mr. Puny, what are you doing here? You here to give me the $3,500? And he's like, so you have a fake shell, and you've been scamming people for years out of money. And he's just like you're had. We're gonna report this to the police. And then the turtle pulls out a fucking gun. And it comes out of left field because it's like you didn't expect there to be. I mean, you know, like in an OG classic Looney Tunes, you know, Yosemite Sam, Elmer Fudd had that hunting rifle. You don't expect in the Looney Tunes show when they're in the suburbs and they took away Yosemite Sam's guns and made that a whole episode of why he doesn't have guns anymore. You figure, oh, they can't show guns because of censorship and bullshit. And he pulls out a gun. Not like a Nerf gun, not a dart gun. He just pulls out a revolver. And he's like, put down the shell. Kick it over to me. Put your hands up. I'm sorry things had to end this way, Mr. Beauty, but he goes on. He's gonna shoot him and Porky Pig, and I just was like, this is so funny. They stop him, of course, but there's a scene where like he drops the gun in a scuffle, and Porky picks it up. And Porky's pointing the gun at the turtle, and he's like shaking and freaking out. He's like, you were gonna kill us. I thought it was so funny. It's such a dark turn. I just thought that was so funny. Like, it was just really, really fucking funny. Yeah, I think also, because you know that whole controversy where they're like, we're gonna make Lola Bunny brave or strong or whatever, independent, because you know she was a sex object in the first movie. Whatever the bullshit thing is, the same reason they don't want Pepe Le Pew in the movie.
Did they not put Pepe Le Pew in?
No, he's not in the movie at all because they thought he was too problematic, and I kind of forgot that Pepe Le Pew was in the first movie, but he was. I forgot about it, of course.
He was in the first movie.
Yeah,
I thought there was a resounding no. Please put him in the movie. We love him.
No, Pepe Le Pew's in the first movie. He's in.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Speedy Gonzales.
Speedy Gonzales was also in the movie, but he wasn't on the team. He was an announcer. But Speedy Gonzales is definitely on the team now. I just think it's weird how they're like, oh, Pepe Le Pew's a problem, Lola Bunny's tits are a problem, but Speedy Gonzales is okay. I mean, I guess the Mexican community rallied. It's funny because they tried to soft cancel Speedy Gonzales years ago, but then the Mexican government was like, we love Speedy Gonzales. He's the fastest mouse in Mexico. He's not a stereotype. No, I swear it was the government. There was an international petition. Well, like the people, the Mexican people were like, we love Speedy Gonzales. We put him on our bill at one point. I don't think he's on the bill anymore, but like they got upset. They were like, bring Speedy Gonzales back, and Warner Bros. Was like, well, the Mexicans aren't upset. Let's bring him back. Yeah. But, you know, I don't think the French are going to rally and be like, yo, give us back Pepe Le Pew.
Probably not.
But the Lola thing, I think...
funny guys and a guy in a sombrero who runs fast. He's like a sex offender.
Yeah, I don't want to say that Lola from Space Jam 1 needed to be fixed. I'm obviously going to be biased because I simpleton... Oops, almost caught myself there. I simpleton very hard for Lola Bunny. You know, she was my sexual awakening. But I think the Looney Tunes show, the suburb one, fixed her, and that she was not just the girl Bugs was attracted to, she was loony in her own way. Whereas, like, you know, Bugs is the smart aleck Looney Tune, Wile E. Coyote's Sisyphus, always rolling the hill, Daffy's a loony narcissist, Porky is comically insecure, Elmer Fudd is just a big dope, you know. They're all loony in their own kind of way, but Lola's looniness, they're like, let's make her the girl that no one wants to date. Let's make her that crazy valley white girl who's just too much to handle, and also a stalker. And so they reframed
it. That's kind of just making her a different stereotype instead of like making her an actual character.
I think it was funny though.
Right.
I mean,
I'm sure it was funny, but I
the
don't, I
right.
don't know if that really fixed anything based on your description of it.
I mean, it's radically
maybe
it's radically different from the her in the OG movie.
yeah.
Like she didn't really have a personality in that movie. She was just kind of strutting around and being like, "I love basketball," and she's like, "Don't call me dog."
Well, yeah.
Um,
I mean, she had the same personality as Michael Jordan. She loves basketball.
right.
Hmm.
I love the part where Michael Jordan's like, "She's good."
He knows.